Now, anybody that's new, I gotta let you know. Full disclaimer. I hate the Democratic Party. I saw a podcast episode from Andrew Schulz, and his guest was none other than Donald Trump. And folks, I gotta tell you, man, Donald Trump is very funny as hell. This clip, Trump is gonna punch Biden right in the beach chair.
I have to, when we talk about funny or sad, I think it's more sad than funny.
Yeah.
He has one ability I don't have.
Yeah.
He sleeps. He can sleep. This guy goes on a beach and he lays down on one of those, 6 ounce, they weigh 6 ounces and you can't lift it.
Yeah.
They're meant for children.
Yeah.
Young people and old people to lift.
Yeah.
They're aluminum, hollowed aluminum.
Yeah.
They weigh very little and he can't lift. And somebody convinced him he looks good in a bathing suit. And when you're 82, typically bathing suits aren't going to make you look great. You're not going to be enhanced. Yeah. All right? It's just one of those things. I can't be sure about that, but typically you don't.
Depends what he's packing. He could.
I don't know what the hell he's packing, but I don't want to.
Man, the guy is hilarious. I used to hear people talk about George Bush. They said, I like George Bush because George Bush was a regular guy. He talked like somebody who would have a beer with you. And I was over there like, your broke ass wouldn't have no beer with Bush. Bush wouldn't shake your hand or even sit in a room with your broke asses. He come from a very rich family. He was a governor first, wasn't he, of Texas? He's got oil money in his family, doofus. But you know what? Now I understand. I get it now, man. Now I get it. Like, for some people, that's very important that they like the guy. And Trump was very likable in this podcast. I mean, hell, he's roasting Biden like a comedian would roast his ass. And he's the president. Can you imagine if Kamala was in this situation and she had to carry a story? I mean, we've all seen it. One step away, you're like, do I want to sit through this or do I want to take my own life first? That's how I feel every time I play a Kamala Harris speech. I'm always contemplating in the back of my head, I mean, maybe there's something better for me just over the rainbow. Maybe I don't have to sit through this next 10 minutes of torture, but you don't feel that way about a Trump speech. And Kamala's running around telling people, just listen to Trump speeches. Yeah, listen to them. They're hilarious. Trump goes further.
And I don't want to know either. I don't know. But he has an ability to fall asleep while on camera. He can lie down on one of those things, and in minutes, he's stone cold out.
How does he do it?
And he's got cameras on because he's the president, so they have cameras on him.
Yeah.
And then they show him sleeping on the beach.
Yeah.
You'll never see me sleeping in front of camera.
How do we...
Man, this is... Now, I think he did fall asleep on camera. He was in court. But it was early. And I don't think he did it on purpose. He didn't have to lay down a chair in court, stretch out in a Speedo, on an aluminum beach chair, a hollow aluminum beach chair, and take a nap. He was in court like this, but that's different. We've all done this, right? Oh, I'm the only one that ever went to court, right? Racist. Joking. All right. So look, guys, Donald Trump, hilarious podcast. Funny. I got another clip. I want to play this for you. Trump, he answers questions during this podcast. Yeah, like Schulz and damn it. What's the guy? I don't even want to get the guy's name wrong. I used to listen to the podcast from time to time, but I gotta admit, man, so much, every time I turn around, Schulz was in some stuff and I'd be busy, but I used to check out the podcast more often. In fact, I subscribe to it on Patreon. In fact, I'm on Patreon too, guys. So I'm on Patreon as Tim's Take Live. So join me on Patreon. But somebody knows what's the guy's name? What's the guy's name on the podcast with Andrew Schulz? The Indian dude, man. Because if I guess his name, I'm gonna get it wrong, and I'm gonna feel bad about that. What's his name, folks? I know somebody's got it. Someone said Borat. His name is not Borat. His name's not Borat. He's got a comedy special. He's killing it too. He's making a lot of money his damn self. Saul said, I've been in court lots of times, Tim. Someone said Sagar. His name is Sagar's not on the Andrew Schulz podcast. Damn it. Nobody knows his name. That's bad, man. All right. Well, anyway, I guess it's not as important as the clip. Okay, so what's important is he's in this clip right here. He's going to ask Trump an actual question. He's going to ask Trump a question, and Trump's going to respond to the question. He's not going to run from the question. He's not going to word salad the hell out of you, right? He's not going to start talking about, when I grew up in a middle-class family, and in a middle-class family, let's be clear, and down the hall, there was a nice woman who took care of me and babysitter, and she had a small business, and I just love our small businesses. Now, he's going to actually respond to the question like a human being. Check it out. And he's going to debunk one of the smears against him.
Yeah. Christians tend to vote.
All right, there's one thing I want to give you, a rumor I'd like to give you a chance to dispel, and then one question, if you have time, I'd like to ask selfishly. Rumor, the far left, I think, says this thing that, if Donald Trump wins, he's never going to cede power. Then they have some clip of you saying, just vote for me one time, you won't have to vote again. I don't believe this is true. I want to give you a chance to publicly say that's nonsense, just so you can publicly speak to any moderates out there.
So what I said, Christians tend to vote at a very low percentage for some reason. And so do gun owners. Would you believe it? The NRA, gun owners tend not to vote. Maybe it's a rebellious thing. I don't know.
Maybe.
I said, look, our country's in big trouble, really big trouble with the border, with all the problems. We can solve the problem. But vote this one time. After that, we're not going to need it to. This is the most important election in the history of our country. Vote for this most important election. And then if you don't want to vote, we're going to have elections, but you don't have to vote because it's going to go along swimmingly.
That's how I interpreted it.
That's how everybody. That's how they interpreted it too.
Yes. They know what you're saying.
You got to vote this time because we can't wait 4 years. Because you know what? In another 4 years, like we've just had with this clown that's a president, that's just a clown, a foolish man. Don't forget, he was a stupid man 25 years ago. He was never a smart man. He's run many times. Isn't it amazing? He's run many times, and he gets it when he's in serious decline, okay? But anyway, so everybody knows that. Okay. And that's what I meant by it.
Yeah.
Hey, he's mean, but he's honest, and that's a real thing to say. I've said that on this show. In fact, Trump says things I say. Listen, a president of the United States says things that I say. I don't say them after I hear him say them. I say them, and I'm assuming he don't watch the Tim Black show. I say them, then he says them. Man, how cool is that? I said the same thing as Trump. I said Biden, he ran 2 times, and back then he was in his right mind. And he, once he had to drop out because he got caught, what was it, stealing or something, got caught falsifying, plagiarizing. He plagiarized the speech. Then the second time he ran, Obama whooped his ass, and then he becomes VP, and then he runs, and then COVID happens. And then he gets more votes than Obama. Nothing strange about that. But anyway, what I'm saying is what Trump is saying is something everybody said. Well, not everybody. People that are not snowflakes. People who are not kissing Biden's ass and said, hey, this guy, something's wrong. We knew something was wrong. Independent media was saying something was wrong with Biden back in 2019. Okay. It took a lot of people to get permission from the Democratic Party to say, well, maybe something after he drops out. Trump is going to steal. Trump is just a guy with a bunch of zingers, man. And he's just saying it's no filter. I feel like he's just a guy without a filter. This is the difference between him and Kamala Harris, right? Trump is on a comedy tour at this point. Does that look like a guy that's stressed to you? I mean, maybe that picture he does. But he's telling a story.
With this clown that's a president, that's just a clown, a foolish man. Don't forget, he was a stupid man 25 years ago. He was never a smart man. He's run many times. Isn't it amazing? He's run many times.
They're not fake laughing. They're not fake laughing at this. It's hilarious. And see, that's the difference between the Democratic Party and Republican Party at this point. And remember, let me correct myself. I don't see Trump as Republican. I see Trump as Trump. Okay? I don't think there's a single Republican elitist that really wants Trump to be the guy. Okay? I think most of the Republican Party would rather someone like Ted Cruz or Marco Rubio, one of these types, were the standard bearer for the party. That's why I said the Republican Party is less corrupt. They're both corrupt. Both parties are corrupt. But there is no way in hell that anybody that the Democratic elites don't want would ever get at the top of the ticket or on the bottom of the ticket. The Democratic Party just showed you how they operate. They'll kick out a sitting president, make him uncomfortable, and boost his ass right on out of there. There is no way that unless they want you, you'll never get the nomination in the Democratic Party. So Trump is not is not a Republican. He's Trump. He's a different thing. He's MAGA, and that's different. I didn't just start covering politics last week. I've been doing this for several years, and I'm trying to tell you it's a difference. So Trump is just a guy just being himself. Of course, he's playing political games as well, but you catch glimpses of him being a real guy. People are legitimately laughing, enjoying themselves. Everything with Kamala is scripted. They didn't give him questions. They had a conversation like normal people do. I'm going to play you clips of Kamala, and you'll see every one of the networks, every platform she went on, they asked the same questions. Because they all have the same questions on the paper, man. It's all scripted. So when you see her fail, she's failing, even though she's got the script. With the script.
And he gets it when he's in serious decline, okay? But anyway, so everybody knows that. Okay. And that's what I meant by it.
Yeah.
It means we got to fix it.
Yeah.
And then it's going to work beautifully. It's going to run beautifully. We're going to have elections every 2 years, and every 4 years it's going to be great.
I just want to give you a chance to say that.
Yeah, man. Is there anybody really thought he was saying there'll never be another election? And that's what I'm talking about. The Democratic Party lies to its people. It scares their people. I mean, they were telling black people Trump gonna bring slavery back. And when I say, dog, he already been president, did he bring slavery back? Well, not last time, but this time. He gonna do it this time. It's in Project 2025. What do I even say to that? Where do I? Trump said, hey, I want these Christians to come out and vote. Man, look, vote for me. You don't vote. Look, vote this one time. Just vote one time for me. You ain't got to vote again. Vote this time. I'll go in there. I'll fix the problem. The Democrats took that soundbite and said, Trump said, if you vote him in, it's never going to be another election. See, he said that, and I take him by his word. He said, you ain't gonna have to vote again because ain't gonna never be no more elections after this. That's not what he said. He said, look, you never vote. Come out and vote this one time. Do it for me. You want to sit home? Sit home. You can sit home, not this time though. You can sit home after this, but this time you gotta come out. Vote one time, and then you ain't gotta vote again after that, but you vote this one. And people, Democrats lied, CBS lied, NBC lied, MSNBC lied, CNN lied, PBS lied, NPR lied. And then the channels and all the networks that knew that was a lie did not come out and correct it. Not even Democracy Now! Would come out and correct it. Democracy Now! They wouldn't even correct the record. That's when I realized, Johnson. I realized I can't be a part of these people at all, man. Don't call me. My name's Tim Black. I have no political affiliation. I'm an independent. I want Black people to get something for their vote. And until I see that shit happen, I'll be right here. I'll be right here. Calling it out. I got one more Donald Trump clip, man. I got to play for you guys. And this is how cool Trump is. Look, man, and I'm sorry, maybe people say, Tim, you're boosting Trump. Dog, if Kamala had the capacity, if she had the capacity to do this, I compliment it. But she does not have the capacity to make me laugh or to be interesting. It's not my fault. Dog, when I sit down and watch a movie, even if I say, I don't think I'm gonna like this movie, if the movie's good, I go, damn, that movie was better than I thought. This is a pretty good movie. Be quiet, man. I watch this movie now. And then won me over. I ain't know they're gonna have a fight scene at the beginning. I love a fight scene at the beginning. You know, glue me, man. Don't wait. Don't slow burn me. I don't want no slow burn. Come out, I want it action. Come on, wow me for my subscription streaming fee. You know, that's me, man. I don't want to be lulled to sleep. Catch me off guard and try to make it interesting. Be interesting, like soon as go. I want some interesting stuff to happen. And if that's what Kamala did, I'd be like, yo, I gotta give it up. This was good. This was good. This was good. Okay. Because that's who I am. The problem is, Kamala doesn't wow anybody. What she does, in my opinion, most people, I don't think she does. Let me speak for myself. She doesn't wow me at all. I was never impressed. She reads off a teleprompter that words other people wrote for her. Not unlike Joy Reid or Rachel Maddow. Okay? That's different. I'm speaking. Existential threat. If I hear one more person use that term, existential threat, if I just the talking points. Trump in this clip is about to do something that I don't think Kamala on her best day could do like half of this. He's about to let himself be the butt of a joke. And he doesn't get mad. He doesn't get pissed off. He doesn't walk off. He doesn't say, I'm speaking. Check it out. Andrew Schulz is about to roast Trump, the former president of the United States. He's about to roast him in a way.
I'm basically a truthful person. I have a hard time doing it to them because I'm basically a truthful person. But and frankly,
Hold on, man. That's good, man. That's good. Charles is laughing in his face because Trump said I'm basically a truthful person. Yo, Hey, we're going That's hilarious. It's funny. It's funny because it's not true. But it's funny. See, Kamala could never make you laugh at her own expense. I think she'd order you to be shot if you laughed in her face at her. I think she would. What's that face she gave? I forget the one that ever. All of the liberals and Democrats, liberals were all excited at the rally when one of the protesters spoke out, and she was like, "I'm speaking," and she gave that that face like she was the stern black woman. You know what I'm saying? They all pretended like they loved that face that black women make when black women get pissed off. Stereotypical. You know what I'm saying? But then all of a sudden they love when black women get mad and shit. They were like, well, Kamala gave him the eye. Did you see it? It was amazing. And I was like, y'all don't like that eye. When black women in real life give you that eye, you call human resources. But now all of a sudden the liberals like the eye? Shit. So you see, this line bogus. Nah, man, if it was Kamala Harris and she was on an interview, on a podcast interview, whatever, and look, man, they got me up here tearing up. There's no way that she would be that comfortable with herself. That Schulz could laugh in her face. And look, I know he would want to. He would want to. So Schulz wins because, look, y'all, he wins. This interview was a banger. Folks, I'm trying to tell you, I didn't know what to expect. It came on Twitter. Schulz, I don't know if he gets paid on Twitter. I don't know, maybe he does. He posted an hour and a half interview with the former president who's running for the presidency again. Hour and a half interview, just conversation, no talking points. Akash, that's it, Akash Singh. Akash asking questions, him talking, conversation. It's a comedy roast. It's a comedy, what I call it, Trump's comedy roast. Compare that to what's going on with Kamala Harris. Night and day, Johnson. Night and day. Because all this lying they've been doing, folks. They've been lying to us. And I want to make sure black women know this. Sisters, I got to tell you, it don't look good for your girl. No, it don't look good for your girl. See, I don't want you to be surprised. You're mad at me right now because I tell F you, Tim Black. Oh, you sell out. Don't want to ride for her. This sister. First of all, she's not a sister. Second of all, I'm trying to help you. Help me help you. Okay? Help me help you. I'm trying to save you the disappointment. Okay? Because, see, this is what I know. Kamala Harris is all of a sudden doing all these interviews because she has to. If she was winning, she would not be on these podcasts.